Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today bringing you the biggest ever Fallout 4 news update. Share this with all the Fallout lovers. That's an order, because Fallout 4 has basically been confirmed. You heard that correctly. And no, I'm not getting worked up. No, I'm not stretching the truth. By the end of this video, you'll be right on the same page with me if you aren't already. So let's get into this, because this has been a developing story for multiple hours now, and I think finally things have come to settle down. So this all started off with the discovery of a LinkedIn profile of a freelance 3D artist who's been around the industry for many, many years. But as you can see in this picture here, you can only view his profile from an upgraded LinkedIn account. So someone took a screenshot of his profile from an upgraded LinkedIn account. As you can see here, his name is Newssssss. He is, like I said, a freelance 3D artist who has been working in motion pictures and films for quite a while based off his 308 connections, which is a ton. Anyways, his previous work has been at Murata Studios, Blur Studio, and Microsoft Games. So he has been around a little bit, and furthermore, if you take a look at his blog here, he is quite an industry professional where he does always have to show his work. You can go ahead and look up Newssssss' blog if you would like to, but this is just a quick showing to see that he is not just looking for 15 minutes of fame, he is actually someone working in the industry. So, with that all said, let's get into the development of the story. Like I said, someone took screenshots of his profile from an upgraded LinkedIn account so we could take a look at his background and previous experience. Obviously, there were some standouts like Far Cry 4 cinematics as well as Forza Motorsports, but the biggest standout one, oh, also he worked on some of the Elder Scrolls Online cinematics. Anyways, the biggest standout, without a doubt, was obviously the Fallout 4 cinematic trailer right at the top of his experience as a contract 3D artist with Murata Studios. Now, who is Murata Studios? Basically, that is a studio created by a bunch of people, primarily Guillermo del Toro, I believe I pronounced his name right, and that name may sound familiar to you, and that's because recently del Toro and Kojima were working together to bring us back Silent Hills until it was unfortunately canceled. So you may have seen his name, it may look a bit familiar or sound familiar to you, and that's why. So this is a pretty big deal that they're coming in. A little bit afterwards, though, there was a big update from Game Informer, and it says artist Newssssss has removed the mention of Fallout 4 from his LinkedIn profile. We are still waiting on comments from Bethesda, Murata, and Blur. Now, a little inside tip here, ladies and gentlemen, is I already had this video recorded in advance a little bit ago, but then an even more important comment, the one that firms up the existence of Fallout 4 as if it was not apparent already, considering the guy removed it, thinking, oh crap, I'm in legal trouble, oh crap, I'm blowing the big surprise. Here's where things get real. Destructoid received a response from Murata Studios, and they say, update. We received an email from Murata Studios demanding we pull this story. A representative cited inaccuracies, but also confirmed the story was breaking a non-disclosure agreement. As nobody at Destructoid signed an NDA, we're assuming that this confirms somebody else broke an NDA. Who else might be in trouble? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Right there. An NDA was broken. Basically, what this is saying is that the Fallout 4 news is blowing up. Most likely, Murata had to sign an NDA. Anyone working with Fallout 4 had to sign an NDA because, as we all know, as people who have hyperanalyzed Fallout 4 for many years, that Bethesda makes you sign a non-disclosure agreement before working with you at all on their video games. So most likely, I'm going to assume that Murata signed an NDA, they're in big legal trouble now, and now they're trying to push the blame to other websites, which is a wrong thing in its own right, by forcing Destructoid to take down their story. But no one signed a contract, so they really can't force them to do so. But by saying that there was an NDA broken, they're essentially confirming the existence of this story and that everything that they said was true. So how do you feel about that, Fallout fans? It's here. It's here. I don't know what to say. I'm overwhelmed more than anything. It's been a long time coming. I'm not going to give my big speech until it comes from Bethesda's mouth, or rather my big reaction that you all want to see from me until it comes from Bethesda's mouth. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, with this developing story from Fallout 4 cinematic trailer being on an industry professional's experience list to him removing it, because most likely Bethesda asked him to now Murata Studios asking Destructoid to remove their story because it was breaking some form of an NDA, it's safe to assume Fallout 4 is legit. Yeah, it sounds pretty surreal saying that, I know. Anyways, Let that sink in and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. As always, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, share this video with all the Fallout lovers because this is some huge stuff. And until next video, I'll catch you guys later. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.